Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ace Kanti, seated inside the Kwadwo Sheldon studios. This weekend, Saturday to be precise, we didn't hear good news because there was a serious incident that happened at East Legon around the MEA catering services involving two vehicles that had 6 people involved, a Jaguar and then an Acura that collided at East Legon on Saturday. I'll bring you guys the details to the story. Who was driving the story? What was the person doing? Did he fail brake? Was he on his phone? I'll bring you guys the details of that story. My name is Ace Kanti. This episode is brought to you by Tap Send, bro. If you are looking for the fastest, easiest, and secured way to send money, the app for you is what? Tap Send. There's an e-wallet feature on there where you can load money on the e-wallet and use to do your transactions. So you don't need to be sending every single time. The money, you load it on your wallet on Tap, and then you can use for your transaction, bro. When you are sending money, they take zero fees, zero transaction fee, zero, bro. For the first time on your transaction, you get what? £5, €5, or $10 on your first transaction when you use the promo code YAWA, YAWA, bro, YAWA. Download the Tap Send app on Google Play or Apple Store and use to do what? Send money back home to your friends and your loved ones. Now let's go straight into the story. I know a lot of you guys have seen the story, but you are looking for details. Sit down, enjoy. We are going to bring you guys the details of every single thing that happened at East Legon on Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday at 2:15 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., an incident happened at East Legon involving two vehicles, a Jaguar and then an Acura, where a Jaguar ran into an Acura on the T-junction at East Legon around the Omama at East Legon MEA catering service. That's where it happened, right in front of the catering service, where a Jaguar ran into an Acura and it caused 2 people to be incinerated, bro. They lost their lives. They were burnt to ashes, 2 people. And they had 4 people in the Acura and then 2 people in the Jaguar. So the Jaguar was driving at a top speed that collided into the Acura. And when it happened, 2 people, one person was unconscious, was rescued by a motor rider, and then the other person was able to come out. The other 2 people, because of the collision, they were not able to rescue those people. So those 2 people were burnt to ashes. Reports from Eyewitness was that when the car collided, it hit a pole, an electricity pole that fell on the vehicle, and the 2 vehicles caught fire. If you could see footage from the Jaguar, it was burnt to serious ashes. The Acura, same thing. Let's go. Watch the video of a CCTV footage that saw the Jaguar run into the Acura on the T-junction. At a very top speed at East Legon, that road that's not a highway, a very busy road that people cross every single moment, approaching a T-junction where you are supposed to slow down. A Jaguar at a top speed caused the accident that you see on social media over the weekend. But I know you would ask, or people are asking, who was involved in the accident? What did the person do? What was the person doing? Is it a brake failure? Is it 2 vehicles that were mistakenly driving recklessly and then the accident happened? Or one person's mistake caused everything? This is the details to the story. The Jaguar, per reports, alleged reports that we have on social media, was that it was a 16-year-old guy who was driving the Jaguar alongside his friend. So his friend was in the car with him, a 16-year-old boy. And in Ghana, you know that the age for you to get a driving license in this country is 18 and above. from our road DVLA, driving and vehicle license authority, if you are not 18 years, you are not supposed to drive in this country, whether you have license or not. And you are not even eligible to own a license if you are not 18. The child who was driving a Jaguar as a minor that caused an accident at East Legon, causing 2 people to lose their lives. 1 person unconscious and then 1 person per report. That person was also injured, but at least that person is safe. An eyewitness explained the story. Watch the video.
I am a worker here, and let me take it. I'm a security guard in this premises for day. So I was inside. You can see that from the security room to where the bench is, it's about 5 steps. So I was sitting there when I heard the noise, bang. Before I realized the security room started falling, then I realized that there is an accident here. So we came to the scene. I and my boss called Mr. Kwadwo, who is the assistant managing director. He was also inside, so he also came out for the scene. So when we came out, we saw a crowd entering the house. They were pushing the gate that we should open the gate. So I opened the gate for them, not knowing they were trying to rescue those in the car. So they couldn't. So they rushed inside to try if they can bring the people out. So unfortunately, when I opened the gate for them and they entered, we were able to rescue 2 people out of the car. But the remaining 2, we couldn't rescue them. Already they say the driver is out. But honestly speaking, what happened outside, I wasn't outside because I was defending fire entering the house. So I was bringing fire extinguishers to those who are around to fight the fire. So that is the job I was doing, going up and down, bringing water and fire extinguishers. So it was then that a Muslim guy also tried his best to break through the fire to bring one young lady out, who is a child. By that time, the girl was very weak, but she was rushed to the hospital. So looking at the way the fire strike, we do everything to bring the fire under control so that we can rescue the remaining people in the car. But we try everything. The extinguisher couldn't help us. We try to throw fire into the fire, but looking at 2 cars that are burning at the same time, there is nothing we can do. So I started calling fire service. People were calling fire service. The response wasn't coming. So it's unfortunately the water suppliers, those who have been supplying water to people's home, they came to the scene and they were carrying water, 4 tanks. So it's through the help of those people that the fire couldn't enter the house. Like by this time, all this house will have been on the ground. So they try to pour water as much as they can to bring the fire under control. So before fire service come, that means the fire has come down before they also came and finished the remaining one. The first girl was able to break through here, pass through the security room inside and came out to the yard. But the second one is one Muslim guy who was bold enough to fight the fire and then was able to bring the young girl out. But the remaining 2, what caused the whole problem is the front seat pressed them at the back. So there is nothing we can do to bring them out. So the guy tried to pull them, but it's like something has locked them behind. So it's like the guy do all his effort that he can do to bring them out, but the result brought nothing to me. The incident happened at 14:22. That is where the incident happened. So the fire service came. I couldn't monitor the time because, to be honest with you, looking at the pressure on me, that I was helping to fight the fire, but they came in the evening. The delay for over 2 hours, more than 2 hours, before fire service were able to respond to the scene. So I couldn't get the exact time. To be frank, when they came, people started harassing them. And then the fire service. And then they were harassing the fire service for not responding to their call. Because when the incident happened, they were trying to call them. So they were angry with them. But after approaching one officer, they were also complaining that when they were coming, there is a whole lot of traffic at Medina. So even when they are blowing their horn, they don't even give them the chance. to penetrate. So we can't blame them for that. And even look at the whole East Legon. What the fire service told me is what I'm giving to you. Look at the whole East Legon. There is no fire station at East Legon. So what do we want them to do now? They have to come all the way from Medina to this place. And imagine the traffic. We are not giving them the chance. So we shouldn't blame them. So the only thing they told us that we should give them the way to do their work.
He cited clearly that in East Legon, there is no fire station in East Legon, hence causing the Ghana National Fire Service to delay to the scene. Why is it so? Why are we at a point where we don't have fire stations around East Legon, one of the busiest places in Accra? Fire station no there. It had to take a truck, this water tanks that you pass to be able to quench this fire. If not, the catering service they are building would also be destroyed. Why is it so? Now, detailed reports of who was driving the vehicle, the 16-year-old boy. Per reports on social media from various media platforms or bloggers, the report is that Bishop Elisha Salifu Amwakun, his son, the son, 16-year-old boy, was the one that was driving the vehicle, a 16-year-old boy. Per the details we have again on socials, if you go to Bishop's page on Facebook, he posted his elder son who was celebrating his birthday on Saturday. So he posted him wishing him happy birthday. And they had a birthday party for him at East Legon. So East Legon, the detailed information is that the youngest brother, that is the 16-year-old guy, went to the mom's PA that he needed the vehicle key to go and check something in the car. That's a report from Sika official. So he went to the mom's PA that he needed the key to the vehicle. And the PA was like, make sure you don't move the car. This guy took the mandate upon himself and he moved the car. Hence, going out there with his friend to cause the accident. Sika official further explained that the guy was driving the car to go and meet his other friends at the self-filling station and bring them to the birthday grounds. So the detail is that he picked them up. They were heading towards the birthday grounds. So the car, they were driving a Prado and a Prada. They were behind him. And then the Jaguar was in front and it caused that particular accident. So a 16-year-old boy has caused two people to lose their lives. As to how come the boy, they drive at a top speed, you and I, we have no idea. Because if you look at the speed this guy was driving, per the CCTV footage that we have, that is causing this, bro, 16-year-old guy driving Jaguar. Who taught him how to drive is the first major concern. As to how to even spark a vehicle or move a vehicle like Jaguar, it's a big call. Forget whether he disrespected his parents to move the vehicle or disrespected a PA or whoever to move the vehicle. Once he is able to drive, it means that he is a driver and he has been taught how to drive. A footage that was posted by Taylor Marik, one of the finest tailor from Ghana, posted a video where early that morning, the guy was driving. Early that morning, he was driving the same Jaguar early that morning. It means that he has access to the vehicle or move the vehicle anytime he wants. Watch that video. How do we allow this to happen? These are things that we can avoid. How do we allow a minor to sit behind a seat and then be driving? Someone on Twitter was citing, say, the guy, the person who cited on Twitter said his kid sister goes to school with the guy, the 16-year-old guy, and the guy, they drive different kind of vehicles. Why are we at this point? Why is a kid allowed to do this? Causing two people to lose their lives on the spot. Vehicle burns to ashes because of one person's mistake. My God. May their soul rest in perfect peace. The guy who was involved in the accident, they say he's seriously injured. School official posted an update this morning that he's supposed to go for surgery and all that. The two people have lost their life. The third person was feeling unconscious. That was rescued by a motor rider. They said that person is also in a severe condition. Details will come out later, but we have not seen any statement from the Ghana police yet. The Ghana National Fire Service was live on Facebook yesterday when the incident happened. So people also tapped in from the Ghana National Fire Service, their page on Facebook, to see what happened. But we have not heard anything from the Ghana police. But we have a lawyer online that will talk to him to give us the details. Why are we not hearing more from them? Because we know Ghana police have been very, very effective when it comes to issues like this. So we'll speak to the lawyer. He'll give us details. What is in the worst case scenario? What is going to happen to this guy? Is he going to be jailed? Is he going to be sanctioned? Is he going to be fined? Are they going to wait when he's 18 before they take action? Or are they going to take action against his parents? Are they going to sue his parents? Are they going to fine him? We have the lawyer on the phone, and then he'll give us the details of what is going to happen in the worst case scenario, in the person of Jonathan Owusu Asare, Esquire, Associate PK Asare, and partner, lead editor for the Law Platform. Hello.
My brother.
Yeah, good morning. This is Kanti from Sheldon Studios.
Good morning.
Yeah, so I'm sure, lawyer, you have seen the incident of the accident that happened at East Legon over the weekend, exactly Saturday to be precise. And per reports that we have seen on social media, the kid involved in this case is a minor. Report says that he is 16-year-old. And I'm asking, 16-year-old, can they take this issue to court? And if it goes to court, what is the worst case scenario or the worst outcome that would come when this issue goes to court? Can you talk to us?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Yeah, so should I?
Yeah, you can talk.
To your question?
Yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, so the footage I've seen, and also the reading I've done on the story, it appears to me that the offense that could be charged, and this is my opinion as a lawyer and as a practicing lawyer in terms of criminal litigation, our offense is under the Road Traffic Act. That is dangerous driving, and also offense of careless and inconsiderate driving. And such offenses, really, the punishment is nothing beyond 3 years.
Okay.
And yes, in terms of incarceration, that's
okay,
imprisonment.
Okay.
The person involved in the matter, that is the juvenile who was driving the vehicle, which ran into the stationary Toyota vehicle and causing fire and death to the persons in the car.
Yeah.
That's the facts, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so if that's the case, the person who is involved, the court will determine whether or not the person is a minor. If the person is a minor, the Juvenile Justice Act applies. And the Juvenile Justice Act shows how persons below 16 years and below 18 years, forgive me, are to be treated.
Okay.
In terms of criminal offense. And such persons, we do not say they've committed a crime. Rather, what we say is that they are in conflict with the law.
Okay.
And the reason why we say that is because the Juvenile Justice Act and the juvenile justice system is premised on what we call the welfare principle. And the welfare principle is that the court in handling a matter of a child, and a juvenile, handling a matter of a juvenile, should consider the best interest of the juvenile. So that the act provides that the conduct of the matter or a case involving a juvenile should be done in private.
Okay.
We do not have the same procedure for persons above 18 years or adults.
Okay.
How we conduct criminal trial against them or criminal proceedings against them. That way a manner is not applied to juveniles.
Okay.
And juveniles here is persons below 18 years.
Okay.
And per the fact, as you do report to me, is that the person involved is 16 years.
Yeah, 16 years.
Great. So persons who are juveniles, the law is that such persons cannot be convicted to prison. So if the facts of prosecution, the court finds that they are guilty of the offense, the court cannot convict them and sentence them to prison.
Okay.
What the court does is that it sentences them, it has options. Options are available to the court. And the court could impose fines. Indeed, upon arrest, the police itself, basing itself on the warfare principle, may give a formal, an informal caution. And an informal caution is that, young man, please don't do what you've done again, and the person may go. The police may also give a formal caution, and that comes by way of the court,
Okay.
or a senior police officer saying that the person, in the presence of the person's guardian or parent or relative,
Okay.
that the person should not do that again.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
So the highest prison sentence that a person may be held, I mean, in a juvenile center, and they are not sentenced to prison, as I said already.
Okay.
What they are sentenced to is what we call juvenile sentence or junior sentence.
Okay.
Junior correctional sentence.
Okay.
And those sentences, the maximum detention for such a person, if it is a young person, a person between below 16 years, is 3 months.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
But
if the person is between 16 to 18, it's no more than a year.
okay. But I also wanted to ask, is there going to be any fine or any charge against the parents for allowing a minor to drive a vehicle? Because I'm very sure that if you are not of age, you can't have a license. So I want to know, is there any charge that's going to be for the parents because allowing your vehicle who is a minor, your child who is a minor driving your vehicle on the streets, is there any charge for that for the parents aside the kid?
So the court is up to the court. You know, the court can, after finding that the facts have been
presented,
established before the court,
the
court can impose fines on the parents.
Okay.
Yes, the court can do that.
Okay.
You see, when the court is seized with a matter involving a juvenile, the court may discharge the juvenile conditionally or unconditionally.
Okay.
And conditionally may be upon conditions that every month report to the police, or every month report to the social welfare center in your district, etc. The court may commit the person to the care of a relative.
Okay.
It may send the person to a correctional center.
Okay.
It may cause the person to pay a fine, damages or costs.
Okay.
It may order the parent, guardian or close relative of the offender to pay a fine, damages or costs.
Okay.
And that is provided under Section 29G of the Juvenile Justice Act.
Okay.
So that the parents of the child can be held liable by way of an order to pay a fine or damages or costs.
Okay.
It may also order the relative to give security for the good behavior of the offender, so that the parents of the child, the guardian or a relative of the child who has control over the child, will be required to deposit an amount of money in court.
Okay.
Will be required to provide security, and that could be in terms of the documents, your house, etc.
Okay, but then
to ensure that the child will be of good behavior.
Okay, so the last question before we go, in the case or the reports, the alleged reports we have on socials, 2 lives have been lost in this particular case. How about that? Because looking at the fine and everything, the 2 lives that have been lost in this case, per report, 1 person is feeling very unconscious. 2 lives that have been lost, they have been incinerated. What happens to that story? Well, how do they deal with that as well? Even there, where the incident happened, there have been a lot of damages at that site. The 2 vehicles have been burnt to ashes. What's going to happen to the 2 lives that have been lost? What is the court going to do about that?
So as I indicate, the facts of the case.
Okay.
Ordinarily, a charge of murder or manslaughter may not hold.
Okay.
Or cannot be proved.
Okay.
Because you require an intentional and what we call in law intent.
Okay.
That's mensura.
Okay.
So the state of mind of the person upon commission of the act. So upon overspeeding, was the intention of the person to cause the death of those people in the vehicles?
Okay.
I doubt.
Okay.
I doubt it. With the footage I've seen, and I say this by way of expression of an opinion.
Okay.
And the persons whose lives have been lost, I mean, God keep their souls.
Yeah.
It's quite unfortunate. Very painful experience and circumstance. But we are talking about law. The fact may not
hold
ground the charge of murder, but it may ground charges, offenses under the Road Traffic Act.
Okay.
Yes, which I mentioned earlier, Road Traffic Act 2004 Act 683, which is dangerous driving and also careless and inconsiderate driving. So the end result of criminal proceedings is conviction.
Okay.
So the person may be either convicted or not. But under the Juvenile Justice Act, there's the option of the judge or the magistrate ordering the person, the juvenile or his parent or his guardian to pay damages, so that all the things that were damaged in the scene of the accident, and the vehicle of the persons whose lives have been lost, the court can order that such damages be repaired, or the payment for such damages.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. Jonathan, sorry, I have to address you very, very well. Jonathan Owusu Asare, Esquire, yes, PK Asare and partners, lead editor for the law firm, the law platform, sorry, yes. So thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, sure. All right, sure. Thank you very much. So that's the lawyer talking to us, giving us details of what is going to happen in the worst case for this young guy, or this juvenile delinquency. That's how we call it when you go to court. We don't say young kid. Juvenile delinquency as cited by the lawyer, and then the charge, probably when it's well proven in court, people who have cited say in cases of murder, the guy committed murder, so he should be jailed. As the lawyer said, in the case of murder, it has to be proven whether he intentionally wanted to kill people on the streets. That's when the case of murder comes in. So that has to do with a lot of audit or probably check from the courts to give us detail on that particular story. And bro, it'd be very sad that you as a driver, you want to be very okay on the street, put on your seatbelt, respect road signs, respect the traffic light, respect every single thing, and then one person's mistake, bang, you are gone. On a T-junction, and you see, if you watch the footage very well, the Acura was just waiting to just enter the road, join the road, and then from the back, that is it. No mistake, probably no self-awareness, because I'm sure they had limited time to even watch the mirror and see what's coming from behind. No, they did no wrong. All of a sudden, bam, they are gone. I asked myself, why is the guy speeding at that top? Why is he driving at that top speed? Cut you some slack when you're assisting and driving, but why are you driving at top speed? When you don't own a license and you are not eligible to even drive, why are you driving at a top speed? He not see brake? Did he feel brake? Was he on his phone? Was he looking somewhere? What could have caused this? For me, I was telling my producers that I personally feel that he was on his phone, or he's typing, or he's focusing on something else. Hence, he had limited time to react. Because if you drive and you use your phone, you are trying to multitask. You get what I'm trying to say. When you feel a brake, this is not how you even collide with another vehicle. At least you try to move the steer, but this guy was going straight. It means that's why people are saying that it was planned or calculated effort that he wants to run into the vehicle. People have cited that on social media a lot, because he was running straight into the vehicle. As to how he hit, and he, the 16-year-old guy, and the other guy he was driving with, they survived this accident, is only by God's grace. How Acura, how Jaguar collide with Acura, and then two individuals were just seriously injured, and then nothing happened to them. They didn't die when the vehicles caught fire, is by God's grace. Those who were involved, those who have lost their life, bro, may their soul rest in perfect peace, because it'd be sad. And I've seen, I don't know if my producers can put in the image of those involved in the, but bro, if you see the people, four ladies that were in the Acura, bro, It's so sad that you just plan that you're going out there to do something, get food, go somewhere, and then someone's mistake, and then you are gone. You speak to your family, you speak to your friends, next minute, you are gone. Because someone decided to overspeed. As the lawyer said, probably we can't jump to conclusion. And most of the time, with the juvenile delinquency cases, bro, they solve it in private. That's why I am thinking the Ghana police has not issued a statement, or the Ghana National Fire Service has not issued a statement, because I'm sure they want to solve this issue in private. But we would want to know the outcome of why this incident happened and what they are going to do to the parents for allowing such to happen. Allowing a child to drive. 16. A report online also cited that the guy celebrated his 16th birthday just this year. So he's 16 just, I think, few months ago. His daddy posted him on Facebook when he was wishing him the birthday. 16. How? Why are we here? It's so sad, bro. These are people's siblings, people's brothers, people's aunties, people's colleagues, just losing their lives because of one useless mistake, bro. We have to call it a useless mistake for overspeeding this is not even N1. The speed this guy they go. If you watch the CCTV footage, bro, this is not 50. If you are a driver, this is not even 100. This speed the guy they go say no be 100. Why are you doing? And before he even moved, before he crossed the stretch, you could see a woman and a child pass. They just crossed and the guy moved. So I was asking myself, if he's aware, Obe started to brake before even the woman was crossing the road, because the woman crossed and he was still coming at that top speed. And look at the damage. Look at the building. Look at the two vehicles damaged. Bro, the law needs to work. If the courts do their research, I'm glad that we have a CCTV footage to back this. Because apart from this, everything would have been based on eyewitness. And eyewitness cannot specifically tell us the speed that the person was driving at. I'm so glad we have CCTV footage to prove this incident. That's why you and I, we are here. But rest in peace to the two people, and then those who are in the hospital, we grant them, or we pray for speedy recoveries for them so that they can join us back on the streets again. But the law would work, and the law needs to work in the end so that we know how this case is going to pan out. Another accident even happened earlier yesterday. Bro, we need to be very vigilant. Let's be each other's keeper. When you are driving, you are not just driving for yourselves. Vehicle is the only thing that can kill you and kill a lot of people around you. Your mistake can cost 100 lives. Just one person's mistake and 200 people are gone. That's the only disadvantage of a vehicle. A vehicle cannot kill just you, but it can kill every single person around you. Let's drive safely and take good care of ourselves. My name is Ace Kante. This episode was brought to you by Tap Tap Send. Once again, rest in peace to all gone souls. My name is Ace Kante. We out.